Welcome to the Sims 4 for Rent, Build and Buy review. We're going to be checking out all of the new items in this pack, so thanks to EA for giving us early access. If you guys would like to see a full Creator Sim review, you can check out my Creator Sim review video. Or if you're interested in gameplay, I also have the first part of my Let's Play out. So subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump into it. The new world that comes with the Sims 4 for Rent is Tomarang. It's based on Southeast Asia, and there are some really beautiful buildings and items in this pack for us to have a look at, and I've already set up a lot here just to show off a few of the new items. Don't worry, there's going to be more than this. Just so you guys know, this is not final software, as you can probably see by my name darting around the screen as well. That would be kind of alarming if it shipped with my name there. So let's start off with some windows. These are quite a good example of there being some traditional aspects to this pack, things that might remind you of places like Vietnam, Indonesia, but then there's also versatile items that are a more modern take. So we've got these ornamental windows right here. One of my favorite things about these windows, or really across the whole pack, is the beautiful swatches we have to pick from. There's your basic woods, and there's also some more worn out swatches, which you can see around the edges here, which is perfect if you want a more old looking style of apartments, townhouses, whatever you're making. And in case someone really doesn't know, the really new exciting feature of this pack for builders is that you can now build multi-dwelling lots. So in other words, you can have multiple families living in one big building on one lot, and you can zone the different rooms to represent different apartments. So it's really, really cool, and I've been building with it, and it's so much fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through these. As you can see, a lot of the swatches are the same throughout the different items, which makes sense, so you can put them together easily. There's some stained glass looking windows right here. These are quite pretty. This is a really nice handy little window up here. I've been using this for a lot of bathrooms just to get a little bit of light in. Yeah, lots of different patterns and things to choose from. These are some of my favorite windows, just because if we flip it around, it has the shutter doors. So you can have them side by side, and one looks like it's closed and the other one looks like it's open. So this is really, really cool. I wish the climate in Australia allowed for these kinds of windows in summer, but we have too many flies and birds that would probably fly in. It just wouldn't work. Here's some very versatile windows, but they also pair really nicely with the traditional things. And then these are really cool. These are separates. They're just some really cool block window styles. So you can do some really interesting things with those as well. And in terms of swatches for those, they're mostly creams and whites. We have a deep reddish color, and also some, I think these are just some more grubby looking color swatches, or they've just aged a little bit more. I'm just gonna delete some of these so we can fit in some doors. The doors just come in the short wall height. So we have a single door. I thought this door was really cool with the padlock on it. Again, there's some more worn out versions, or there's some really new, fresh looking ones too. This is probably my favorite swatch that's repeated throughout the pack. I just love that deep muted plum color. That's very, very nice. You can make a really high-end apartment, or you can make a more old apartment. Yeah, I think they've done a really nice job with the swatch selection. And I'm sure these will be used a lot for the front door of apartments. So yeah, that is very cool. Moving on to wallpapers, let's go into our little box here that I've created. There are 5 new wallpapers. This one's a handy, like half painted patterned wallpaper. There's like a floral pattern on it, or the more geometric one we've seen repeated in the build items already. I love this full yellow wall, but there's also just like brown, gray, green, blue, and this one as well. Then we also have some plain swatches, which I was really excited to see. So these are just basics, still a little bit vibrant. I feel like we have a lot of pastels in the game and a lot of bright colors, so I was really hoping for some more muted tones. But I was really excited to get this swatch. Again, it's that earthy plum color that I really love. This is a really lovely color as well that we don't already have in the game, and this one as well. So there's some good swatches in there. A plain black is very good to have, and a cream. Yeah, I'd love to steer away from all these pastel wall colors we seem to get over and over again and get more of these earthy tones. Or just tones we don't already have. It would have been handy to get a couple of extra wood swatches here. I feel a little bit restricted with this. It's just like this little gap here really upsets me. I'll tell you which color they're missing. This is the color I want. This color, because we have a lot of items in the game from other packs in this tone. So I would have liked that as the final one. In terms of the actual wallpaper, I think it's really pretty. And I like how we have a vertical version, a horizontal version, and a mixed version that you can mix and match. These are great for feature walls. So some very lovely new wallpapers. And I was really happy to get this basic wood flooring. I can't get enough wood floorings. This is just a really nice, trusty wood flooring. Very versatile. I'm gonna use this all the time. And again, we're just, and I suppose the reason why they didn't add them is because it doesn't really match the aesthetic of the pack necessarily. But I think why not? Why not add it in? Give the players a little bit more to play with. Okay, so then we've got off to the market flooring. These are some really great pebbles. I think this will be a handy one to have. Oh gosh, I hadn't even seen that green swatch and that's gorgeous. And the white, we love to see it. We've also got a do you believe in concrete? Do you believe in concrete and conk? Okay, sorry. So this is pretty cool. It's got leaves embossed in it. Hey guys, if you are thinking about purchasing this pack or any other Sims titles, you can support me as a creator using my new creator code, Deligracy. You just enter the code in the promo code section when you check out. Thanks so much for your support. And then we've got really gorgeous tiles. I love all of these tile pieces. There's some really stunning patterns. These again are so versatile. You can use them in so many ways, but I feel like it is a real shame that we don't have any matching wallpapers to these tiles because they are really pretty. And the other weird thing is I feel like we're missing like 3 more swatches here because there's a gap, an opportunity for like a deeper olive green to tie in with this, maybe a more rich, deep orange. There's no doubt about it. Like there are options here to pair with these tiles. Like they do tie in together, but like these deeper colors, I really wanted to see as wallpapers too. And a wallpaper with the tiles built into it would have been really, really good. So then we have these tiles as well, which you can create some patterns with, you know, by some slightly different versions, which is really lovely as well. So you can create some lovely ornamental designs. So there's a few different colors. Again, we're seeing like that deeper green, the deeper red, rusty colors that I would love to see in the wallpapers, just because they're beautiful. Again, this green color, and also the fact that we have the deep green in the windows. Just wish we got that color for the walls too, you know, because these greens are repeated throughout build mode, so bummer. I will let you guys know though, there are some base game greens that do pair really nicely. So maybe they knew that and they thought, well, we've already got greens in the game. So you can definitely use the existing game swatches that we have that are in base game. So you do have options. But yeah, they're really pretty. I just love these tiles, and yeah, I would have just really loved a half tile version for walls or a full tile wall. Similar to what we got in Jungle Adventure, actually. That was done really well. But yeah, really stoked with the wood flooring. I think that's a great one. And the tiles are probably my favorite, but these are really good too. I've just realized how much I'm going on about just the tiles and wallpaper. This could be a really long video, so I'm gonna try and speed it up a little bit. Foundation, we have one new Stilt foundation right here. Excellent. These are always a good time. There's even a goldy color, which I thought was interesting and handy to have. We have some great new fences. We actually got so much new fencing. 6 new fences right here. So this is a great like versatile black one. It also comes in a gold color right there. So that's really nice. We have the more traditional ornamental version of fencing too. Whoops, wrong key. So you can make some really lovely, more traditional looking builds. Again, the golds are so nice. Some of these look a little bit more worn out, which I really love to see. And then you've got the white as well. Then there's these gorgeous pastel fences. Now I know I was complaining maybe a little bit about the pastel wallpaper, that we already have a lot of pastel, but we definitely don't have pastel fences like this in the game. So I was very excited to see this. I think this is done so well. And also, if you just look into the worn details, I feel like they've done a really good job with that texture. Then we have another privacy fence right here. Again, very nice, very, very nice. And then we have another fence. So this will go really well with those windows I showed you guys before. They kind of match as a set, these ones right here. So you can have a a good time with those. Now, if you're wondering about stairs, the stairs we got in this pack are just more of a basic wooden kind, but they do have a subtle ornamental design on the side of them. And in the swatches you'd expect. No new ladders. In terms of railings, these match the shorter fences we had, which makes sense. It would look a little odd having this as a match probably. And then in terms of gates to go with our fences, there's this gate, which looks really wonderful with this pastel fence. Really pretty tiles on here. And you should be able to match these to the pastel fence as well. So I could definitely see why there are the pastel wallpapers because they're important too. I just want to reiterate that. Basically, I just want more. Then we have this fencing, which I think goes with this gate. Yeah, those kind of go together. And then we have a big traditional Tomarine gate, which I feel like you can pair more so to the windows and doors on the house and then put with whatever fencing you want to use. So that's quite beautiful. Love to see it. Let's go with our more traditional fencing here and look at our spandrels. 2 new spandrels. We have this one, which is familiar now that you've seen the windows and doors, and this pairs nicely with these new columns. And of course, they come in the different colors you would expect. So the whites, the woods, all of that good stuff. And then the other one is a much more thick pastel version, which goes really well with those pastel fences we just saw before. And then we have these really gorgeous pastel columns as well. So you would probably pair this with either white fencing or all of the matching fencing they have as well, and you would create something amazing. So I've been having a lot of fun experimenting with the different colors. I mean, that yellow, so pretty. Oh, actually the yellow doesn't, I don't know what you'd match the yellow to. I suppose you could go with like blue or white. How beautiful is that? I think I get really into like the pastel greens. Now, if we were to build just a quick little box house to show some new roof and wall items on, this is a great opportunity to see that there are 2 new roof tiles and some different swatches, some more worn out looking tiles or newer looking tiles. Love those. We also have some new roof trims. We've got these little scalloped flags across them. It's a bit more festive looking to my eye, or you have this traditional scalloped trim. Again, very nice. I feel like everything's very nice. There's also a frieze here, so you can have that detailing on your buildings. And then I'm really excited by the awnings. Aww. There's a smaller version, a bigger version. You can of course put them together. And they're just really great, different bright striped patterns. These scalloped edges are probably my favorite right here. I really like those. And I really like that there's some plain versions too, if you want to do more commercial looking places, or even just outside of a rental building. They look really nice too. We have a wall-mounted air conditioning unit, and I expect these are working when we have seasons installed. I imagine it's gonna cool the house down. There's worn out ones, there's brand new looking ones, and when you're actually in live mode, this fan will move. And I think this is an especially cool item because it looks good on both sides, and it's just one of those items, as soon as you add it to your build, it just enhances your build a lot. And it's just one item, you know? It has the power. There's some canopies here in different colors. Again, there's the worn out versions or the new versions. There's a longer version of it. And then we also have a little gazing balcony detail, whatever you call these things. So there's that version or the more geometric kind that is kind of a running trend with this. In terms of roof sculptures, there's a non-functional solar water heater. So this won't actually heat your water if you just want a decorative piece on your house, but there is a working one as well. This is apparently low maintenance and also functional off the grid. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually not sure like how you place these. I guess you just place them on the ground or on flat parts of the roof. And this might be an item that you have to fix. There's a spire, a common element of Southeast Asian architecture. So that's handy to have. And this is my favorite, this flying version. Thought that was really pretty. Then we have some slate roof details too. So I guess the idea with this is that you would place them along, join them together like this to create extra roof detail, and then this probably goes at the end. This reminds me of The Sims 3. I'm not even really sure why, I guess because we had pieces like this in The Sims 3. So that'll be a great way to add details to your builds as well. Okay, have we done everything here? We've done freezers, flooring, foundation, fencing, gates, stairs, railing, columns. Okay, I think we've done most of this. I don't believe there's any new terrain paint. We do have a new float lounger for your pools, which you can get from the pool section. Let's change the lighting so it's a little easier to see the patterns. So that's very cute. And this is actually an unlockable item. I guess maybe if you have a pool party, you can unlock that one. And then there's actually no new plants in this pack, but a lot of the surrounding foliage you can get from live edit mode from using that cheat. And a lot of it is actually what we see in Sulani, which makes sense. But then there's some other great items too. So if you're into using that build cheat, there's a lot of great landscaping in there. I'll just show you guys quickly. You've just got to put in the cheat bb.show live edit objects. Press the magnifying glass, and as you scroll down, you'll begin to see a lot of new items here that you usually wouldn't. And this is where you can pull out lots of great foliage and trees and really items you see from the surrounding area that haven't been refined to the point of being in the build by catalog. The best part about this though is most of this, if not all of it, is free. So if you're building a new starter home, you don't have to spend heaps of money on landscaping. So there is heaps of stuff here to play around with, as well as like extra roof details and planter boxes and pots. And you guys can have fun going through all of this, but just so you know, this is how you get to it, and there's good stuff. So if you're like me, we like to look at the objects indoors because the lighting is a bit better. Not everyone is as pedantic, but I sure know I am. Now for the really exciting stuff, the furniture. Okay, so this is one of the hero items in my opinion, this stunning 4-poster bed with some very pretty swatches indeed. I love this one. It was a great move to put a 4-post bed in this pack because this is what I think about when I dream about going for a holiday in Indonesia. 4-post bed with a bit of fabric across it. Oh, beautiful. We've got a rattan poof, very cute. So that's a seat. And then there's the indoor and outdoor plastic chair. I feel like everyone's probably had to sit on one of these at some point. Great bright colors, perfect. But we've also got some really good, more grubby looking versions. Love that. We've got this white lily lounger. Some of the rattan furniture pieces actually look very modern and contemporary because rattan has been such a trend lately. So you could definitely use these chairs in your just contemporary homes as well, even if they're not like Southeast Asian inspired. This chair I particularly love. Thought this was really pretty. There's that wood tone I would have liked to see in more of the build items. We've got a very lovely dining chair, certainly more traditional looking. Nice bar stool here. There's a nice little detail that at the bottom of the legs, there's like a metal texture. These couches are really pretty. You know, all the way back in, was it Sims 2 or Sims 3? There was a more Moroccan inspired lounge. And I used to use it all the time. And I know this isn't Moroccan, but still reminds me a little bit of it. We have this tranquil bench. Again, this is the more traditional looking style, in my opinion. So there's kind of a nice balance between more ornamental pieces and then some more simplified, potentially versatile pieces. We do have some new kitchen cabinets. Here they are. I think they go nicely with the pack. And I've actually found myself using this one over and over again. It's got a nice stone texture on top. Good to see more of these textures being used in the game compared to the first counters we got in the game, which are just like a flat color. They've come a long way. Here's the island counters. Do they have a waterfall edge is the question. They do not, but I'm not disappointed because they have these lovely shelves on either side depending on what pieces you use. And I imagine we're also able to place some decorations into them as well. Yeah, we can. So there's some nice end pieces to the regular counters as well. We also have new matching cabinets. I actually really like the paper towel holder on the edge of this one. There's also a nice middle shelf here, or tall shelf. Yeah, so lots of cute pieces there to make a nice cozy looking kitchen. Another item you may like to use in your kitchens or around the house are these double shelves. I've been using this piece a lot too. That's sweet. In terms of tables, we have have a very simple table here. I'm just showing you guys in the lighter colors because it's a bit easier to see. Then we have our more traditional ornamental style. Bedside tables here, or side tables. Looking nice. Here's another side table, again matching with the rest of the theme. Coffee table. So these match for sure. This was a really cute item, this bathroom cabinet. I thought this was really cute, and I feel like we don't have many items like this. That's a nice one. Then you've got your sink here. This sink is really pretty. I love this basin. And there's even a baby's first chamber pot. So this is like a little traditional looking potty. A very exciting item for some of us is this diddly squat toilet. So there's a slightly older looking one or smaller looking one, and then a slightly more modern looking one. Neither of them are too icky or anything, but this one definitely looks slightly more flashier, especially in the gold and black swatch. Here's a new shower. Again, I don't actually think these tiles match the floor tiles we've been given or wallpaper colors. So this was an example of one thing I was like, oh, I really wish we at least had these tiles as a wall tile or a floor tile, or best case scenario would be both, because I'm kind of like, okay, which tiles do I use in the bathroom? Because they don't really match. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I mean, they do kind of go with colors, but then they also don't really perfectly go. Sometimes you just want them all to go perfectly. And then we don't really have a wallpaper to use in the bathroom that's tiled, which I feel like we really needed. Also just because like you're always building bathrooms in houses. It's such a common room to build in kitchens. Tiled wallpaper is really handy to have. This is really gorgeous. I love this hallway vanity. So pretty. Very traditional looking. There's an almost natural hot tub. Let's go. I love this because it's different to the other hot tubs you may or may not have from other packs. So that's a fun item. Then we've got a jar of marbles. I believe this is oh wait, it doesn't have marbles in it. I thought this was a decorative jar, but it must be a working jar if you play marbles maybe. Get out there and find or win some marbles, champ. Okay. So we can actually maybe win some marbles and then put them in here. And of course, this goes with the new marble game that kids can take part in. And then there's some different mats over here. There's more of like a one that might look good just on soil, or rugs for indoors. And I just like the drawn circle, actually. We've got a big, gorgeous bar here, again, looking more traditional. And I like these sugarcane drink trays. From memory, these are actually really expensive to serve. I'll have to double check on that in our gameplay, but I vaguely remember it being like $100 to serve this, unless I'm getting muddled up with how much it costs. Anyway, I'm gonna have to check back on that. Then we have some night market stalls. So if you go into town, you will see these all working and open, selling food or items, spices, food or items. I love these, the hopscotch. There's an extra long one or a smaller one, and they do come in different colors, and all of these are really nice. There's like a chalk version, which is pretty cool, or the white version. I always like the chalk stuff. This is a really nice item. This is a spirit house, and these must be placed outside. I really love the green and gold one. And you can actually put incense here or a fruit offering. We also have an electrical fuse box. I believe these bring electricity to your apartment, that it can also go a bit faulty and break. Same thing with the water heater. I feel like we're gonna have to fix these sometimes, potentially. There's like an older looking one, a newer looking one. These are really great, really handy, just decals to make places look older. We've had these in past packs, like vampires. We've had scratches on the walls and werewolves and all sorts of things. Interestingly though, most of them cost 0 simoleons, but then some of these actually cost 5 simoleons. And I'm like, why do those cost money? Like, why is a drip stain and gooey goo so expensive? I'm not sure. I think it might have been an oversight, but they look awesome. These are really nice tapestries with different birds on them. I thought this artwork was really pretty. I'm not sure if someone on the team, well, I guess someone on the team did this artwork. They did a really beautiful job. And there's these posters too. Love those. A nice mirror. I've been using this a lot in the bathrooms. There's also some nice curtains. I'm really pleased that they continue to make curtains with a separate rod, so they're a little bit more versatile with how you can place them. There's obviously a few different swatches here that you can use. We also have these folded ones. They come in different wall heights too. So you can have the small, medium, or tallest height. There's some more mold. Also, mold is a thing in the pack, so that goes well with that lot trait or lot challenge. Here's some signs handy around the world. The for rent sign is kind of iconic for this pack. You can click on this and get some more information about your rental. The classic gnome that we get in every pack or every expansion pack. This one's got fungi on it because that's a new death type. So cute. It's like cute in a really disturbing way. Some clutter items, a lovely dish rack here. Nice inclusion of some chopsticks and knives there. This is actually like a lunchbox. Apparently in the different sections, you put your different foods so they don't get muddled up. And I'd actually never seen this before, so that's really cool. We've got a triangle wedge cushion, lovely decorative item, a bird jail. I don't know if I'm too sensitive, maybe I am, but the bird jail made me sad. I'm probably too sensitive. Basketballs are nice. Some of them have like a decorative leaf on them. Ooh, that's pretty. Others are just plain. Handy items to have. There's a Save the Elephants teapot. Super cute. It's a nice detail here. Let this teapot be a reminder of the beauty of this world and why it must be cherished whilst we still have it. A mortar and pestle. I was really excited to get one of these. They're going to be a really handy decorative item. Ceramic vessel. Very pretty. It's always fun to size these down and create your own little collection of them in different colors. Let's see if this fits on the shelf. It does! Yay! There's a nice welcome mat here. This leaf rug is quite nice. Handy. And it comes in this really neutral tone too, which is very handy to repeat it all around the house. As this rug too has a really nice texture on it. And then we have a bigger version of this rug. Radiators. The great thing about these is they come in pastel colors that match the wallpaper. So yes, you can match them to your walls. So good. There's also a more dirty, chipped looking one. So good. And then you have the longer versions too in both kinds. For rent sign. Makes sense in this pack. Some baskets, wall decal. Oh, not decals. Wall decorations. Take your dang shoes off sign. Works with this pack culturally. We also have this security gate. Which is a decorative item too. I think people are going to really enjoy using this as a garage gate too. Wooden window slats, a lovely wood carving wall art. We've got a couple of these. Here's another elephant one. A limeware platter. This is a really pretty design too. This basket, you actually purchase it at the night market and I think you can open it up and you might get something from it. Oh no, but when opened, the only thing contained is vast emptiness. Perhaps you're supposed to fill the basket. Yes, you must fill the basket. It's hungry and needs to feed. Sometimes I don't know if that's actually what we're meant to do in the game or if it's just a joke. Like, can we put stuff in this? I don't know. This is actually a really handy item. Like, I feel like this is gonna be so good for events to put it up. Just a handy dandy marquee, a nice screen, the back bar. You know, if you're into building community lots, that might be nice to have behind your bar because it matches perfectly. Food stand, a tuk-tuk. It doesn't work, but it's very cute to look at. A big market sign here. A baby tuk-tuk. This is for toddlers and kids. Look, it's a baby. This is a really pretty light you can actually buy from the night market. I'm looking forward to buying one of those. This one's already in the catalog. These are some street lights you might like to place around, or some lanterns, a little bar fridge, a little fridge. I think it would be really cool if this could actually slip into the counter. That would be handy. But this is similar to the university pack in that you can place things on top of it, like the new kettle here that you can make some new teas with or cocoa with. There's also a pressure cooker. Love this. You can make a juicy bowl of rice. A more fancy looking kettle for you fancy tea folk. Another 2/3 dishwasher. I don't mind this, but I feel like it doesn't really make sense with this counter. Like it just kind of cuts into it and anyway, I feel like it doesn't really work. It just looks like the door is being cut to fit it in. We have a big grill. This is unlocked by hosting a potluck event. I'm excited to unlock that one. We have really cool new mailboxes. There's a big one if you're into building lots of apartments, or there are these ones in a row. Got a nice outdoor bin. This is actually one of my favorite items. It's just a dresser, but I think it works really nicely in hallways, dining rooms. It looks like maybe a buffet cabinet, or it works as a wardrobe. We have a few wardrobes too. We have this one. We also have this one my head is in front of. And we have this public bathroom that does fit in very nicely with the rest of the world. There are some cute plants too. I love these birds of paradise. I especially love the decorative pot, but there's also plain versions. We have this little guy here. I was very excited to see him, and this gorgeous big plant as well. That one I feel like I'm going to use a lot. And then in terms of lighting, there are these really sweet little lily candles, and they do have a flame. Which pack was it where they forgot the flame? That was funny. It eventually got fixed. I can't remember which one it was. Then there's this more traditional looking lamp. This lamp, stunning. Again, it's got the same like pattern and colors as the planter pot. My roof is very tall, but we do have this light. You know what? Let's lower this, otherwise it looks ridiculous. Okay, here's the light for you guys to see a little bit better. Very cute. I love these. These are so pretty, and they come in some really gorgeous, bright, vibrant colors. And then we have these wicker fish, which are a more modern take, and these come in 3 different heights. I thought this was a really cool design. I thought this was fun. And I think that is everything. So yeah, maybe less than other expansion packs. It's all laid out, although I've deleted a lot of it. But overall, I really like the pieces. And I just realized this would have been such a nice door. I mean, look, I can see it probably didn't suit any of the other items in build mode, but I'm like, damn, I want this door without the security gate in front of it, just as a modern door, full wall height, and these windows as separates. Thanks. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you want to check out my Creator Sim review, I'll link it in the description down below. I've also got my gameplay series coming out, so subscribe if you haven't already and turn on notifications so you can be notified every time a new part comes out. Thanks so much to my beautiful members for all of your support. I hope you're enjoying the bonus videos each week, and as always, I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I look forward to speaking to y'all soon. Bye.